Okay, hello everybody. I'm testing. Is this working? Is this working? I think so. Okay, let's go ahead. Fighting. Today is makeup class because of the Chuseok holiday. So we'll do lesson 4 here, unit 2, and this is going to be about a 50-minute video. So we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible, although it cannot be that as quickly as we would like, perhaps. It can't be quicker than 50 minutes. So anyway, let's go through the this lesson, okay? And hopefully everything will be tickety-boo, everything will be happy. Don't forget, participate in everything I ask you to do today. It's very important to do that. Participation is a very key thing. And don't forget the tests that are coming up. There will be reading reports that you do with your team connected to the units. So please make sure you check that you understand that and let me know if you don't understand that. Please tell me, okay, if you need some help. The first midterm has is connected to sociology, nutritional science, information technology, or marketing, and you need to choose a news article, a poem, a book, a journal article, or a blog, and work together on your team on that. And the final is the same but different units, and I've chosen 3: psychology, philosophy, or economics, but you could choose any of them really. But as long as you choose a news or magazine article, a poem, a book, a journal article, or a blog, and review that as a team, you write a report, okay? So if you need any help with that, let me know. Don't forget projects too, and there's the link for the projects, okay? And by the way, I will put the link for this PPT in the description in the YouTube below, okay? But if you need this also, let me know. Let's go all the way to activity 1A, okay? So this one is about Fantastic Mr. Fox, and I want you to watch the video clip and then make some observations about the video clip and about the movie, and then write some quiz questions for each other. I'll put the YouTube link in the description below. Please go ahead and watch that. I'll give you about 5 minutes for this. There should be enough time to finish all of this. And we're already 3 minutes into the class and it's 47 minutes left, but let's do this activity for 5 minutes. I'll start the timer now. This is a movie called Fantastic Mr. Fox, and it's got a lot of talking animals in it, and I love talking animals. I love talking animals. If you know where I can see a real talking animal, tell me. I love talking animals. Yeah, so I will then press play on the timer, and I'll give you 5 minutes to watch the video clip and to do all that I've asked you to do. See you soon. Okie dokie-o. Is it true? Yes. Okie dokie-o. So let's go to the next one. It's a mind map activity. And what are the different dishes that can be made with meat? Make a list of the meats you know. Which countries eat those meats? What do they make with those meats? So think about meat dishes. If I think about England, I think about pork. England loves pork sausages. There's also steak. Steak in England is put into a pie. British people eat steak and kidney, which is a kidney inside the body, steak and kidney pie, and fish and chips, of course. So those are England's dishes. Of course, there are other countries like India makes a lot of different curries with meat. What about South Korea? So what about your country if you're not from South Korea? You can use Jamboard for this. Use your own Jamboard. Work with your team and do a mind map. I'll give you 5 minutes for this activity. Okay, we're already 9 minutes into the class, which is great. So it's another 41 minutes left. See you soon. Okay, I'll let you do this activity by yourselves. See you soon. Okay, good. All right, well, we're now 14 minutes into the lesson. We've got another 36 minutes left. And let's go to the next activity, which is questions. So, and this you need to do in Kakao or on Jamboard or with Zoom, or if you've got a WebEx, use that too. What do you like to eat with? Or how do you eat the following foods? So what do you like to eat with beef, with shrimp, with squid, with octopus, with tuna, with pork, with lamb, with tofu, with duck, with chicken? So for me, I like to eat tuna with, well, I like it fresh. I like tuna to be not cooked, and I like to eat that with rice and vegetables and have that with a hot red sauce. That's mine for tuna. Shrimps. I like barbecued shrimps with the lamb skewers, you know, and that's what I would do with lamb as well. I'd like lamb skewers, like the Chinese style restaurants have lamb skewers. Anyway, what about you? Work in your teams, answer these questions, think about them for a while. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different types of meats there, and think about that and think of all the dishes you like with those foods, okay? And I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, let's go to the next activity. And this is extra questions about meat. So lots of questions. Share the answers with your team. Give you about 5 minutes for this too. We've actually got to 20 minutes, so we've got 30 minutes left. I'll read the questions quickly. What images spring to mind when you hear the word meat? Do humans need to eat meat? Maybe. Is meat healthy or unhealthy? What's the strangest meat you've eaten? I've eaten a starfish in China. Do you like raw meat? I like raw fish. There's a thing in Korea called yukhae, I think, which is raw meat. It's okay. It's so-so. I prefer sushi. Okay? Do you think meat eaters are healthier than those who don't eat meat? Who are healthier, vegetarians or meat eaters? I think both can be healthy in different ways, and I think you can be excessively a meat eater, and that's unhealthy, I think, especially if it's fried food. What are the difference between red and white meat? White meat would include chicken, okay? Raising animals on farms for meat damages the environment. Should people reduce the amount of meat they eat to save the environment? What do you think? What do vegetarians have against eating meat? Why do vegetarians persecute meat-eating people? Do they? I don't think they do. But why don't they like eating meat? And then there's grilled, barbecued, or roasted. What's the best way of cooking meat? In my opinion, all of those sound great. I particularly prefer meats which aren't fried. Ugh. Okay, but there we go, because fried food makes me feel a little bit icky. Anyway, you've got 5 minutes to answer your questions and share your answers with your team. I will give you the 5 minutes. Go. Okay, let's go to the next activity. It's a role play. Way! Okay, make a role play about some animal farmers who are trying to make money. What do they do to make things cheaper? What types of pests do they have to eliminate? How do they do it? Talk about what you might do. Use some vocabulary or grammar from chapter 2, page 53 in the book. Page 53 here has a number of, there's vocabulary on this page. You can see that there in the cameras. And concept, cuisine, method, portion, practice, principle, property, region, system, consume, identify, influence, recognize, be made up of, balanced, likely, sensitive, typically, at risk. Use those words in this role play. Work in your team. Use Jamboard, Kakao, WeChat, whatever you want to do. Okay, I'll press play on the timer. See you in 5 minutes. We've only got 20 minutes left. Great. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay. Let's go to the next one. This needs the book, and there are 4 activities. The first one is the vocabulary skills that is on page 44. Which is, if I can show you in the camera, where is it? Here, that part. Okay, I'll read it to you. Use of context to understand words. Okay, that's part 1. Learning to read without stopping to look up new words can help you read faster and understand more. When reading, try to guess the meaning of a new word from context. Context refers to the other words and ideas in the sentence that are around the new word. A balanced diet usually means eating more fruits, vegetables, and grains and consuming fewer foods high in fat, sugar, and cholesterol. The context around the word consuming suggests that the sentence is about what kinds of food to eat and not eat in order to have a balanced diet. Therefore, you can guess that consuming has a similar meaning to eating. If you need to know what a word means, start by guessing from the context. If a sentence does not give enough context, then look the word up in the dictionary. And so here we've got questions 1. Read each sentence and try to answer the questions that follow, okay? So you can see the questions here. There are 6 questions, and they've underlined the words constitutes, and then number 2, dishes. Number 3 is view. Number 4 is taste. Number 5, texture. And number 6, harmony. Okay, so what things can make a balanced meal? What foods are common in Chinese restaurants? In what way can cultures find balance in food? Why do non-tasters eat sweets? In what way can French cheeses differ? Okay. And these are from activity B, which you can see is, yeah. All right. So, and then the words or phrase that is closest in meaning to each underlined word from activity A, look at the context to help you. So, there's this part here if you do the meaning for those, okay? And then part C, choose 4 words from activity A and B and write a sentence, okay? And then let's go to the next page, writing skills. On pages 46 to 48, using descriptive adjectives, okay? Adjectives are words that describe nouns, peoples, places, things, and ideas. Writers use a lot of adjectives in order to make their descriptions both interesting and clear. They describe what they see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and feel. They create a picture with words so that readers can easily imagine or see what they are describing. Using descriptive adjectives in your writing will make it more interesting for the reader. And then here, they've given you an example. A non-descriptive sentence, I ate a meal at a restaurant downtown. Descriptive, I ate a delicious savory meal at a cozy French restaurant downtown. Okay? So read the paragraph in part A, read that paragraph, and then answer questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the topic sentence? What is the concluding sentence? How does Yorkshire pudding taste? What do Yorkshire puddings remind the author of? Okay, and then look at the author's brainstorming notes. Circle the ideas the author used. Cross out the ideas the author did not use. So you can see that where the blue writing is. Okay, and cross out and circle the ideas he uses or doesn't use. There's a lot of activities there. There's a writing model. Read the model paragraph. Check the topic sentence on page 48, then write it on the line. So which one is the correct Topic sentence, there's 4 choices on the next page. Fill in the adjectives the author uses. So there's some adjectives there that you have to do. They give you an example, simple recipe. Write your own adjectives to describe each of the following nouns. Traditional recipe, then what else could you write? Onions, whatever, flavor, limes, and restaurants. Then there's the grammar. Grammar starts on page 49 and goes to 50. Okay. Adjectives. So this is use and placement of adjectives. Adjectives are always singular. When 2 or more adjectives are used before a noun, they usually follow the order given in the chart. Start with opinion or quality. Second, size. Third is age. Fourth is shape. Fifth is color. Sixth is origin. Seventh is material. And eighth is the kind or purpose. And then you've got the examples there. Rosario lives in a big old house in the country. We ate dinner at the new French restaurant in our neighborhood. Ming gave Ella and Mike a beautiful glass serving dish as a gift. Eduardo bought a pair of expensive leather running shoes. We do not usually use more than 3 adjectives before a noun. We use 2 or 3 adjectives and then add additional descriptive phrases after the noun. Layla wore a beautiful green silk skirt from India. Okay, so they've got from India. Part A. Write a sentence about each topic with 3 adjectives from different categories. Okay. Use adjectives from the list on page 50 or your own ideas. Okay. Then we go to page 50 and we can see there's a great big list of adjectives at the top of the page. And try to match each of those to the correct column. So opinion, quality, cheap. So and kind and purpose for hiking. Size, can you see any in there for size? Huge. Okay, and keep looking through there, matching the words here in the box. Okay, and lastly there's a unit assignment. In this assignment you are going to write a paragraph, a descriptive paragraph about your favorite dish. What makes food taste good? That's the question. Okay, and so here's how you plan it, the planning. What is the name of your dish? Question A. Question B. How would you describe your dish? What tastes and ingredients does it have? Question C. Does this dish have personal or cultural importance to you? Why? Question D. Who usually makes this dish for you? Is it easy or difficult to make, and why? Question E. How does the dish make you feel? Then number 2. Write a topic sentence that names your dish and expresses your main idea. Turn the page. Question 3. List 8 to 10 adjectives that describe your dish. Think about how it looks and tastes. And then follow the steps with the planning and writing. Okay. So I'll give you 5-6 minutes for this. So let's start now, and I'll start the timer in about a minute. Okay. See you in a bit. I'll give you 6 minutes for this. Okay, everyone, I think we're done. We've reached 50 minutes on the video. I'm going to finish the video now. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time. See you in class, and have a great vacation.